The shape of the road is fair. There is still some rail damage we haven't and are not going to assess before we do open it in the future. So there's wooden rail damage still, some historic rock rail damage. The road condition's pretty good. We're still cleaning up debris from hazard trees, getting some of the rock rollout cleaned out. But overall, the road's in fair shape. It is Columbia River Gorge, so we do get trees and rocks even without the fire. There's more extensive fire damage in the stretch that will remain closed. This was minimally affected, so it's easier to clean up. Our first priority, of course, was the interstate. And then once we got everything addressed on the interstate, we started working here. There are a lot of trail segments that are damaged extensively that parallel the highway, and just trying to fix those will dump more debris in the highway. So everything has a cause and effect, so we're just working in a progressive order to address those needs.
We've been doing a tremendous amount of work with the closure to get the trail system ready for opening. This is about a 2.5 mile trail segment here at Lateral Falls. We're excited to have that open with the highway reopening. We really want to emphasize people staying on the trail, sustainable use, and being safe while they're out here recreating. Lateral Falls will be one of 2 trails that open with the highway reopening. Normally we'd have probably 30 trail systems open for folks to disperse their trail usage. So if you have 2 trails opening with the same amount of usage as they usually use 30 trails for, you're going to have that much more volume on these trails. So we're going to ask that hikers are respectful of one another while passing each other on the trails. They stay on the trails because this trail isn't used to seeing that level of density of use in a confined area. Keeping an area like Benson State Rec area on I-84 closed may seem odd. The reason we're doing that is because you park at Benson, you walk across and you get to Joaquina Falls, and Joaquina Falls was affected by the fire. So we're trying to ensure that people don't access off from state park property and get themselves in an unsafe area.
The hard truth is this, that if people choose to ignore the dangers associated with these trails, wander into these areas outside of the law, by the way, and then are then either lost or trapped or hurt, we're going to do everything we possibly can to come and get you and rescue you, but I can't guarantee that because the conditions may be such that it's too dangerous for our personnel to go up there. Working together, we're able to start to open up the gorge area incrementally, which is great. I'm asking the public's help in being respectful of that process. It's not a free-for-all out here in reference to being able to come back out in the gorge.